Hey everybody, thank you for joining me for another collective reading. Spirit guides, archangels, and divine messengers, what important message do we have for the collective, please? Important message for the collective. What do they need to know? Deal with the unexpected. Treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. Finding the path. You are the driver and the navigator. I was going to mention that some of you guys were distracted for some reason. You couldn't concentrate. There could be noise around you. Noise, mental noise, environmental noise. This noise. Deal with the unexpected. This is like salt. Treat the unforeseen as a divine. So it's like something unexpected could be offered to you, or you could encounter an unexpected situation that leads you on the right path. So this is whatever you're dealing with is unexpected, or that's like disruptive. Don't get too frustrated about it and don't give up. I think this is like leading you to the right path. So you guys could have veered off course a little bit with this spiral here. You could have veered off course, got distracted by responsibilities, obligations, entertainment, recreation, time wasting, procrastination. Something is going to force you back on this path. So, like, you're not going to be able to engage in whatever this distraction was. Whether it was a relationship or a job or a hobby or recreation, you're not going to have the time, energy, or resources to invest in that distraction anymore. You'll be put on the right path. So an unexpected situation could pull you away from something you've been doing that you knew wasn't right for you. Like, you knew you weren't supposed to be doing something, but you were doing this thing to procrastinate and avoid doing something else you know you should have been doing the whole time. So whatever you have been using as a distraction will be taken away from you, or it'll be disrupted in some way to put you back on course to doing what you're supposed to do. So treat the unforeseen as a divine offering. It's almost like divine intervention here. Yes, divine intervention. Because some of you guys, again, were procrastinating for some reason. Like being really busy. Like, for example, somebody who wanted to start a business, and instead of doing that, you guys went back to school or took a second job, or, I don't know, volunteered. Like, you were doing a bunch of stuff to avoid taking this particular path. It was a form of procrastination and self-sabotage. Spirit guides, important messages, please, for the collective. So whatever that you have been doing to distract yourself from what you're supposed to be doing, you won't be able to do that anymore. There'll be a disruption or some sort of interruption. Like, if you were supposed to be starting a business or writing a book or, I don't know, traveling or, I don't know, doing something, but you decided to, like, do something else to avoid taking that step, that opportunity is gone. Whatever you were doing to avoid taking this step will be taken away from you or removed from your life in some way. Don't get frustrated. See it for what it is. 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, this is a lot of work, a lot of effort. And the Page of Water. Yeah, this is like busy work. Like, you were... It's almost like you were regulating your anxiety about whatever you had to do by engaging in a bunch of busy work. So this is you knowing that you're supposed to go back to school or get your license or, I don't know, leave a relationship. Like, you're doing a bunch of different things to distract you from this particular path, and you won't be able to do that anymore. So if you started volunteering, the center that you're volunteering at will close down, or if you decided to, like, I don't know, whatever you've been doing to distract yourself or to not do this, to procrastinate, it's done. It's not going to be lucrative. It's going to be too time consuming. It's going to be more expensive. It's going to be too, what's the word? Too cumbersome, too uncomfortable, too expensive, too restrictive to maintain in some way with the Eight of Pentacles. It's like doing a lot of busy work and not getting paid for it. Working extra hard for somebody else and not doing it for yourself. You may lose your job or get less hours, or you just won't be able to make ends meet. And you realize that, wow, I'm taking on this extra work because I don't want to work for myself. I know I have to do it, but I don't want to do it. So I'll take a second job to make extra money. But that second job is giving you more work and you're not really making enough money to sustain yourself anyway. So you were using work to regulate your feelings of anxiety or like insecurity or self-doubt in some way. Spirit guides, I need some more information, please, for the collective. So be prepared. If you have been BSing to avoid doing something you know you should be doing, that situation is going to fall by the wayside. The universe is forcing you to like take this specific path. I don't know what it is, but temperance, yeah, balance, regulation, integration. There's only one card. This is Sag energy. The Temperance is upright. You know this. This is almost like providence or like divine intervention. You're going to laugh or you're going to feel like, yeah, I knew it was coming, because you knew you were playing games. You knew you were not doing what you're supposed to do. Like you were distracting yourself like, okay, I'm going to go back to school. Now I can't go back to school because I got to take extra hours at work. Okay, I want to get my license. Now I can't do that because I got to do this. You know, just you were intentionally sabotaging yourself with extra work to avoid doing whatever this is, right? Knight of Wands, Sag energy. Yeah, and this is in reverse. So this is you like procrastinating. This horse isn't moving. So there's a lot of activity, but no movement, no progress. And the universe is stalling your progress, and it's preventing you from making any progress or making any money, because it knows that if you were to make money or make progress with whatever this is, you will never do what you're supposed to do. So if you're successful in whatever thing you're doing that's distracting you from your purpose, you will never align with your purpose. So it's going to make you suffer. You're going to lose money, time, opportunities because you're procrastinating. So you'll do more work. You'll spend more time doing something that you shouldn't be doing. And instead of it rewarding you as it should, you'll be at more of a loss. The universe is kind of punishing you not punishing you. It is gently guiding you in the right direction by taking something away from you and making you suffer in the gentlest way possible. So you may like work extra hours. For example, you're putting in like 25 extra hours a week of work, but then after taxes, you're still making almost the same amount of money because now your tax bracket has increased. You go from making what, I don't know, 65,000 a year or something like that, whatever, to like 85,000, 90,000 a year. Now you're paying more taxes. So those extra hours really mean nothing. Something like that will happen where if you're not doing what you're supposed to do and you know you should be doing this, you already know this. The High Priestess may come out. The Temperance card knows. But you know what you're supposed to do already and you're not doing it on purpose. You're procrastinating because you're afraid. The World card, the end of a cycle. Now, this is the World in reverse. Her butt crack is showing, but this is the World in reverse. Your back is turned to your own future. You're turning your back on your purpose. Upright, she's ready to go. She's open. She's willing to make changes. Here, you're scared. Your back is turned. You don't want to face this. You got to do this. Whatever this is. It could be, again, starting a new job or putting something out, being creative, starting a business, going back to school, getting a license, getting a divorce. You've done something to distract yourself from, like, taking a huge step to your 10 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. And this is going to be fulfilling for you. The Page of Water is like the Page of Cups. And it's like, you know you're supposed to do this. The Queen of Cups is very intuitive. This is Cancer energy. She knows she's supposed to be doing something. She's not doing it on purpose. On purpose. This is self-sabotage. So I mentioned intuition. You know what you're supposed to do here. But you're intentionally not doing it because you're afraid of the commitment it takes to get this done. You're afraid of, like, your life is going to change. You're afraid that your life is going to change and be unfamiliar to you. The Queen of Cups, Cancer energy. Cancers like to be around things that are familiar. They're very tribal, very familial, very sentimental, very family oriented. They like stability and consistency and reliability. They are okay with change, but they're very guarded and somewhat paranoid about change. It's like if you're not comfortable doing something, you'll shut down, Cancer. It could be a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio involved with this. Or Sag. Could be doing this too. Sag is here twice. Yeah, you could, like, you know what you're supposed to do, but because you're scared of doing it, you'll just turn your back on it and, like, retreat in your shell, the world card. Knight of Wands, you won't make any movement. You're doing a bunch of stuff, a lot of busy work, but you're not making any progress. You're not saving any money. You're not happy. You're more stressed out. You're more tired. This is an excuse to not do what you're supposed to do. So, something will be taken from you. You'll lose a job. You'll lose money. You'll lose something to force you to go on this path. Ace of Cups, up in reverse. It's reversed. It's the Queen of Cups. The cup is reversed. You're holding the bottom of the cup. You can't drink from this cup. It's upside down. This is like low self-esteem, a lack of self-love, loss of love, losing a relationship, losing a source of security for you. Like, you're not going to be comfortable here. 10 of Pentacles. I mentioned it. You're missing your 10 of Pentacles. It's reverse. This is a divorce. Upright. They're happy. The door's open. Yay, welcome to our home. Here, the door's closed. This 10 of Pentacles is closed off to you. You're going to work your ass off for no reason because you're not doing what you're supposed to do. Sag or Cancer. Or the fixed signs. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius. So this opportunity is closed. This door is locked. You can work all you want to. 8 of Pentacles. You can take on 15, 20 hours. It don't matter. You can do 80 hours a week at work. You'll still be in the same position you were in before you took those extra hours. If you're working extra hard to avoid getting a divorce, I mean, you'll still be miserable. Like, it's that opportunity will be taken away from you. Furloughs, budget cuts, whatever you're doing to distract yourself from what you're supposed to do is done. It's taken away from you. You're going to lose out on it. Like, you may have an opportunity coming towards you. Like, okay, here's some extra hours. And it's like you're being tested. Here's some extra hours at work. I heard you want to make some more money. Yeah, I do. And in the back of your mind, you know that you don't have the time to do that because you got to work on your personal projects, or you have to take care of some other business, go back to school, something. And you're procrastinating. Now you have to suffer. Cloud of Temperance. The 2 of Pentacles, upright. Here we go. 8 and 2, 10 Pentacles. you're not going to, you're going to work your ass off and still be at 2 pentacles. You'll still feel unstable. Even though this is upright, which is good, is better than reverse. You're going to, yeah, you can handle it. You can handle the extra work, but you won't get anywhere. You'll be at 2 instead of 10. 10 and 2 is 8 pentacles. You're going to work your behind off and receive no results from it. The death card. Something has to end. Close out. Something has to close out. The world. You are doing this to avoid taking a really big step in your life. It's huge. Hence the fear. The North Node can be involved here. Pluto can be involved here. The death card represents Scorpio, an ending. It's reversed, like the world's reversed. Like you are stubbornly holding on to an old life, an old identity. Whatever you know you have to do is so big that you're afraid of it. And so you keep distracting yourself with petty little stuff. A second job, a third job. I don't know. You get pregnant on purpose so you can't get a divorce. I don't know. You go back to school when you know you should be working. That could be the thing too. Like Lynn on Girlfriends. Lynn was afraid of the real world. And so she kept going back to school. She was a professional student because she didn't want to get a regular job. She didn't want to live in the real world. Something like that. You're trying to avoid responsibility. The responsibility of going on a specific path. It's a big deal because it's going to change your whole life. This kind of reminds me of the Fool card, though. The Two of Pentacles, the way this gesture looks. It looks kind of like a fool. With the Fool, there are two paths that can be taken. One path will lead to success and the other will lead to failure. I think the failure will be lack of progress. There won't be any changes. You won't go anywhere. You'll be stuck. And that stuckness will be painful. Ace of Cups reverse. 10 of Pentacles reverse. No progress. No love. A lack of nourishment. A lack of self-nourishment. A cycle not ending. Staying in a situation that's miserable. No progress. No love. 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. The Magician. I'm not taking all these. I'll just take these two. You have everything you need. 8 of Cups. 3 of Swords. But you're so afraid of walking away from the past. This 3 of Swords, you see her? She's fearful. No, I don't want to do it. I don't want to walk away from this. This could be a relationship situation where you have to leave somebody. You're in a loveless marriage, and instead of getting a divorce, you'll pick up extra hours at work so you don't have to go home. That situation's ending. I don't know why. But you may not be able to get as many hours at work. You may lose your job or get furloughed, or you may not be making more money. You're not walking away here. This 8 of Cups person is just standing still, looking at these broken cups, waiting for things to change or trying to avoid the inevitable. You're still holding the key in your hand, but the door is locked. It doesn't work anymore. You're holding a key in your hand here, but the door is locked. So this key doesn't work anymore. Whatever you were doing in the past to avoid this responsibility, it's not working anymore. You're afraid of walking away from somebody. You're afraid of an ending. 3 of Swords here. Here, she's embracing the change. She's embracing the pain. Here, oh my God, I don't want to face it. I'm scared of, it's all psychological though. It's like mental anguish and fear about, what you have to do or what you should be doing. Your spirit is calling you and telling you that you have to do this and you're avoiding it. You have all the tools you need. The Magician's upright. You're very skilled or very intelligent or very experienced. You have everything you need to get this done. But you're not taking any action. You're just looking at all the resources, all the tools you have, and not applying it to anything because you're stuck in the past. You're afraid of how big your life is going to be or how much your life is going to change, or you're afraid of that. So because you're fearful, something has to get taken away from you to force you to like deal with this. So for example, you stayed in a loveless marriage for 15 years, and instead of getting a divorce, you picked up more hours at work. The next thing you know, your husband or wife calls you and says, I want a divorce. So they're going to pull the plug on this relationship before you get to do it. Something it's over. Death card and the world card. It's going to become so uncomfortable for you that you have to walk away from it. The Four of Pentacles. Poverty. This is reverse. Like, this person's miserable. You got 2 Pentacles, 4 Pentacles, 10. You can't enjoy the 10 because you're at 4. You can't enjoy abundance and freedom and stability because you're so afraid of losing stability. You're so afraid of letting go of this false sense of security that is based on fear and familiarity. It's small. This world is very small for you. Very small world. This candle's out. That means there's a lack of motivation, lack of inspiration, lack of confidence in yourself. This candle's upright. There's a lot of light here. You're receptive. You're open for new opportunities. This is like growth, more money, but it's reverse. You have everything you need. You keep thinking, oh, I gotta go back to school and learn more skills. I need more time. I need more this. You don't have any more time left. The universe is forcing you to take action now. 2 of Swords. You don't want to make this decision. A sacrifice has to be made, but you don't want to do it. You don't want to do it. Yeah, you're afraid of doing it. We go from the 3 of Swords to the 2 of Swords. So because you're afraid, you're not making a decision. Because you're afraid, you're at a stalemate. It's like you know what needs to be done, but she's blindfolded and she's covering her face, her eyes. I don't want to see the truth. The truth is, I've been bullshitting all this time and looking for excuses to not do what I'm supposed to do. So that's about to be a dub. You're about to suffer because of that. Suffer meaning like lose whatever it is that you're using to avoid this responsibility of going on your path. The path could be a divorce. The path could be going back to school. The path could be graduating school and starting your career. The path could be, I don't know, something else, moving. But clap for the Ace of Cups. The Hierophant. Hangman, yeah. Sorry, not the Hierophant. The Hangman. Upside down. You see his face? Fear. Horror. Terror. Oh my God, I don't want to do this. Feeling disempowered. All this fear here. What if? What if? What if? The Ace of Wands in reverse. No new beginnings. Ace of Cups reverse. A lack of self-esteem. A lack of self-love. Your money's about to get burnt up. Just finances, whatever. Love. This is like a Venus reading too. Your money's about to get towed up. Whatever you're using, not even your money, you're going to start feeling very uncomfortable. Venus represents comfort. You're going to start feeling really uncomfortable in your situation. And something may get pulled away from you or taken from you. And you'll be forced to like do what you're supposed to do. Spirit guides, more information please for the collective as it pertains to this story. More information for the collective, please. Seven deadly sins. Humanity's destructive traits. Self-destruction, right? Lust, gluttony, covetousness, murder, whatever. Cheer up, live in the moment. Is one of deadly sins fear? It should be, if it's not. I forgot what they were. But, yeah. Let me look up again what the 7 deadly sins are. So the 7 deadly sins are gluttony, lust, fornication, greed, sorrow, despair, despondency. I think that's the one that applies to you guys. Wrath could also apply to you. Sloth maybe apply to you too. Vainglory, pride, and hubris. There could also be some pride here. Like being afraid of falling on your face or making a mistake. A sacrifice has to be made here, and you don't want to do it. You don't. You're afraid of, I guess, falling on your face or failing to some extent. We shall see. Hold on, let me get another spread. I gotta change this arrangement. It's causing too much. All right, Spirit Guides, some more insight, please, for the collective. Cheer up. 7 deadly sins. It could be sadness, envy, wrath, pride. Too proud to do something. Yeah. Impartiality. It's kind of like Libra energy. Being imbalanced, impatience. Impatience and impartiality. Temperance represents patience. Impatience and impartiality. One more, please. Gratitude and wisdom. Okay. Some of you guys may lack the patience to put in the effort to go on this new journey. So, for example, suppose you need to go back to school. You don't want to take another 35, 40 credits or get another certification. Or suppose you need to, you're graduating school and you want to go to college, you need a job. You may not want to do that. You may not want to work at an entry-level job. So you may not even, it's like until I can find my perfect job, I'm going to stay in school. The temperance is like having the wisdom to be grateful for where you are in life, regardless of the circumstances that you're in. Impartiality. So being impartial is like being objective, rational, fair, not taking things too personally. Impatience. Are you guys competing with other people in some sense? There's some comparison here. You want things now, or you're like, I want instant gratification. You don't have the patience to go through this process of change. You know a sacrifice has to be made, and that it may take some time to reach a certain destination. So suppose you want to start a business. You know it's going to take a lot of work and sacrifice. So you may not have the disposable income that you have now to do this. Or this is you, for example, having to start a new business and create a product. You may not have the patience to do this. The research, the development, the implementation, assessment, that whole process, because it's expensive and time consuming. If you don't believe in yourself or in what you are creating, then you won't really invest in it. That is an issue. There's a fear of failure here it's not being picked up, but it's here. There's a fear of failure. Hence the impatience. You have to be impartial and have the wisdom to be grateful for where you are in this journey, day by day. You guys need to have more realistic expectations as far as this is concerned. Like some of you guys may want overnight success. Or like, well, what's the point of starting this business if I'm still going to be struggling in 6 months or a year? I'm making money at this job right now. What's the point of getting a divorce if I'm going to meet somebody just like my husband or my wife? I might as well stay where I'm at, because it's the same thing no matter who you're with. It's a lack of patience for the process of finding your path. Hold your vision, manifestation, abundance, money, dreams, vision and prosperity, 10 of Pentacles. Focus on the good and maintain your concentration on the outcomes you desire, not the journey, right? The destination. When you have a path, there is a starting point and a destination. You guys are focused on like the starting point and like how long it's going to take for you to get to the destination, and you're losing faith and you're becoming impatient. So suppose again you're in a loveless relationship and you want to get a divorce. You're thinking about, oh my God, going to court, alimony, child support, finding love again. Like, you're thinking about that whole process of starting over, which will take some time. It'll take time for you to heal and adjust to like being single, whatever. And so you'd rather just sit there and deal with it because it's comfortable for you. But deal with the unexpected. You may be forced to leave that situation, whether you're ready to or not. It's going to become too uncomfortable to sustain yourself. It is time to put your faith and time into your ideas. So the Hangman reverse is a lack of faith. Pisces, lack of faith in yourself and your abilities. Ace of Wands reverse, a lack of faith. Right? There's no new life here. It's a burnt out log or burnt branch. No new life. There's no more energy here. It's like you're not putting any energy in yourself, or you don't have any energy to give to yourself, or you don't believe in yourself. Belief it provides that spark, that heat, that magic, the magician. You don't have that right now. It is time to put your faith and time into your ideas, and pursue your goals with all your might. And you're not doing that because you're distracted by other stuff. 8 of Pentacles. Right? This is the house. Well, not the house. Taking care of the kids. Then, volunteering. Then your first job. Then your second job. Then housekeeping chores. Then hanging out with your friends. Then social media browsing. Then whatever. Wasting time. Versus you following a certain path, going from A to B. Point A to B. Point A is where you are right now. Point B is the destination. Or it could be one stop in the destination, right? One stop on the journey, on your path. So you're not making any steps whatsoever. You're doing everything but. You see how these coins are all scattered in different directions here? They're not in a straight line. This is a straight line here. You're doing a whole bunch of stuff that, it's producing something, but whatever you're producing is not sustainable. You're not making as much money as you should be making or need to make to justify the amount of hours you're putting in at work. Now you're paying more taxes. So even though you're making $1,000 more per week, you're only taking home $200 more per week after taxes. So what's the point? And you have less time to spend with your kids, and you're more tired. Something like that. You have such a beautiful, courageous, and brave spirit. Yeah. You need to have this energy. 1551. One more, please. Spirit guides. Spirit guides. More information, please. Lessons learned. Right. The World card. Culmination. Death energy. Results. Benefits. Reflection. Completion. The World card. The Death card. Hangman. It's all done already. This situation's over. But again, you're scared. Take stock of your accomplishments and how you arrived at them. This is a reminder to maintain optimism and drive towards your goals. Drive towards your goals. You're the driver and the navigator towards your goals, not towards distractions. Maintain your momentum and know that the powers of heaven have your back. Magician, you made it, and the reward goes to you, right? Lessons learned. So something is closing out, and you're going to express gratitude for this once it's all said and done. Wisdom, gratitude, impartiality. Venus energy here. You guys got Venus like in affliction. Venus in Virgo, someone who works all damn day. Doesn't get much credit for it, or just working for the people instead of working for yourself. You're going to be forced to work for yourself or do something differently. Walk away from a situation where you're not getting anything out of it. And you're using that situation to like avoid going in a different direction you know you should be going because it's scary for you. It's unfamiliar in some way. There's some fear here. We'll see if Saturn pops up. Spirit guides, what else can you tell me about this situation for the collective? What else can we find out here? I knew it. I'm just going to pull this over. What do we have? Saturn, fear, obstacles, blocks, restrictions. Listen, because you have a negative, fearful attitude about this path, your life is going to start reflecting that. You're going to start feeling blocked. Less money, less time, less energy, less freedom, less resources, less opportunities. Less and less and less. Slowly whittling away. Because you're not doing this. Whatever this is. Whatever this path is for you. The universe said, "Bet, okay, we're going to wait and see." So you're going to work harder for less money. No returns. Less resources. You're going to stay in this relationship like Papoose and Remy Ma. Long past its expiration date until it becomes toxic as hell. And then you have to leave. Right? Saturn represents fear. And because you're afraid, you are limiting your opportunities. You're blocking your own path. So Saturn kind of teaches us lessons learned, aka Saturn, by taking things away from us. Making our life more smaller, more restricted, limited. Less opportunities, less freedom, less money, less time, less love, less fun. So keep going. Keep doing this. Saturn's going to win because it has all the time in the world to make you suffer for not doing what you're supposed to do, which is whatever this is. Getting a divorce, going back to school, getting a job, starting a business, whatever, writing a book, putting something out, that's on you. But you're going to suffer until you get it done. Spirit guides, more information, please, for the collective. Hold on. Look at this. More information, please, for the collective. I'll be surprised if Libra comes out. Libra, Capricorn, Aries, or Cancer. We'll see. Gemini. Okay, Saturn and Gemini. This is negative thinking. Negative communication. Gemini is opposing Sagittarius. So this could be for a mutable sign. Right? The Magician was here. Saturn and Gemini is like negative thinking that prevents you from speaking out, sharing your ideas. This could be writing. A writer, a communicator, public speaker, teacher, potentially. Someone who's not doing this. Someone who has a story to tell and they're not telling it because they're afraid of judgment or whatever. Ridicule, not being accepted. More information, please, for the collective of this audience, for this story. 10th house, career. Your career. This could be a career situation. Writing a book. Starting a social media platform. Journaling. Creating products and services. Public speaking. Being a teacher. Acting, potentially. You guys could be actors. Naturally. You know, I'm going to say this. People make fun of like the Tubi channel, Tubi movies, but those are people following their dreams. And yes, some of the movies are corny, But it's a great platform for like burgeoning artists and performers who have some talent. So it's like there's a place for you guys to like get paid while honing your craft as writers, screenwriters, or actors, or set designers, or costume designers. Like this could be, you know, a writing career, acting potentially, public speaking, teaching. And you're not doing this. So this is like you wanting to be an actress, but instead of pursuing that goal, you'll take on an extra waitress job or extra hours at the bar as a bartender instead of going to auditions, instead of, you know, honing your craft and, I don't know, doing free shows, right? Getting out there, and you're not doing that. You're doing nothing, or you're doing the opposite of what you should be doing. Okay? Because you're doing that, Saturn's going to say, well, whatever you're doing now, I'm taking it away from you. You're going to have to work harder for less money. And you won't have as much time. And you'll be miserable. So you got a choice to make. Either you do what you're supposed to do that you're afraid of, or you have less time, energy, and resources to distract yourself with, to the point you'll have nothing. Now you have to do this. You must. Okay? All right, guys. And one more thing. I'm going to remind you. You guys have the skills. You have the talent. You have the knowledge. You have the experience. You have everything. You have everything you need to do this. Everything. This is the magician. All the tools are here. What's this? This is a cup, a sword, some earth, and a wand representing fire. All the elements are here. And temperance is here, which is the opposite sign. So you have divine support. So you're not being punished, you know, per se. You're not being punished. You're just being, you know, disciplined. And the discipline is no more. You can't keep wasting time. You have you have something to do here that you were born to do. And these distractions are preventing you from going on this path. And so they must be taken away to force you to do this. More than likely, it's about your voice, writing, teaching, public speaking, acting potentially, using your voice to start a new career. And Saturn does represent discipline and time. Time, discipline, age. That's why there's a lack of patience here, because you're going to have to hone your craft. So there's some laziness here, I guess. One of the 7 deadly sins is laziness, sloth, right? Dejection. So what's the deal? What are y'all going to do? Are you going to stay here? Death card in reverse. 8 of Cups, looking at the past. World card, assed out. Literally. Waiting, procrastinating. I'm scared. I'm scared. I'm scared. This person's scared to death. Listen. With this 3 of Swords, what is 3 of Swords? This is all in your head. It's not even real. It's all in your head. Where's the monsters at? There's no monsters here. There's no ghouls, no goblins, no ghosts. Nobody's here. You're here by yourself. You're in a prison of your own mind. You see how she has the walls behind her? She's locked into a room. In a prison, in a sense. Here, she's free. No walls. Absolute freedom. Here, oh my God, I'm scared. What if what? What if what? Nothing happened. Gemini energy. Well, this is Libra energy. But the swords represents air signs. It's all in your head. It's not even real. It's not that serious. If you need inspiration, watch Tubi. Tubi. It's a TV channel. It's a streaming channel. It's free. I think it's funded by Fox. You see a lot of like, not bootleg movies, but low budget movies of like people who want to be actors, and most of them suck, but they don't care. They're doing what they love to do, and as over time they'll get better, they'll improve. Right? It's a platform for people who are trying to start, a new business or try to start a new career. You gotta have patience though. Have patience with yourself and stop looking for permission to get started. This horse is looking at you, looking at me, and you're like, do I get started? What do I do next? What do you mean? You know what you have to do already. You have all the skills and the tools and the knowledge and experience that you need to do this. You have all of it. But you have to believe in yourself. Temperance upright. Ace of Cups reverse. The key to prosperity is in your hands. They're both holding on to this pentacle, but it's reversed. You're blocking yourself from your own prosperity and your own blessings. Just do the damn thing. Stop expecting perfection. What's holding you back? Let me find out real quick. What is holding the collective back? Oopsie. Wrong type of shuffle. Let me pull this out. Sorry. What is holding the collective back from pursuing this goal? Am I focused on what I want most? Am I focused on what I want most? No. You're focused on distractions. You're focused on the second job, third job, going back to school, more certifications, more degrees, bootleg relationship. One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. That is the magician. Concentrated power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. 8 of Pentacles. All of these different options. These different distractions. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm going to do this, that, and the third, instead of focusing on one thing that I know I should be doing. The jack of all trades, master of none. And so therefore, you're not going to get a lot of attention or praise or resource or security. You're going to be working just for the sake of working. You'll always have a job, but you won't feel stable. You'll be at the 4 of Pentacles or the 2 of Pentacles, never really having enough or feeling like inadequate in some way. Today's soul action. Focus on what you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. What you focus on grows. And you've been focusing on your fear. And that has grown into this horror. This, oh my God, monsters are after me. Nobody's even thinking about you. Nobody is thinking about you. It's not that serious. Like, the world has changed to the point where we have professional trolls now. People who make themselves look stupid on purpose. And they get paid a lot of money for it. Now you're asked out. Not enough money, not enough time, bootleg relationship. Asked out. Because you're holding on to the past. Not wanting to walk away from something that's done. It's over. Waiting for things to change. It's not going to change. Because you haven't changed. Death in reverse. Upright, there's a horizon. There's a sunrise on the horizon. There's victory, potentially. You see this flag here, right? Flags represent honor. They represent life in a sense. It's like establishing yourself, establishing your identity in a sense. Here I am. This is me. This is what I represent. This is like a sign of life. There's no sign of life here. This is a scythe. All death, winter. This is where you are. So, because you're afraid of of what? What are you afraid of? Find out one more, please. One more, please for the collective. There's some fear here. Afraid of failing, afraid of time, not having enough time, afraid of being disciplined. Am I consistently showing up? And you're not. Being consistent is a fear of that too. Let me get one card, please. Okay. Where am I called to use my voice right now? Saturn and Gemini. My voice. Voice could be written voice, could be singing, could be acting, could be, I don't know, anything. Public speaking, teaching. You have a soul script that was written to be spoken. Your story matters, and it is time for you to share it with the world. Damn. Finding the path. Share your story, Saturn and Gemini in the 10th house, with at least one person today. Be brave and speak your truth. I had a client with this issue, and I gave this client a suggestion of what to do. They didn't do what I asked them to do. They did something similar to it, but it wasn't specifically what I suggested, because I think they were afraid of going out there all the way, which is fine. We all have to learn, in our own way. Be brave and speak your truth. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. That's your purpose. That's your path, to be a healer. In some way, actors are healers. Singers are healers. Imagine Whitney Houston, who I love, not being Whitney Houston. Imagine her saying, I don't want to sing. I'm scared. Imagine that. That loss. Yes, her becoming a singer was a huge sacrifice for her and her family. It was. But she was such a blessing to humanity. And so are you. You're the magician with temperance. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Pluto at 0 degrees of Aquarius, the catalyst point, or the catalyst degree. Your voice will be the catalyst for healing in others. Imagine, my favorite actor or actress. There's lots of them. Imagine Denzel Washington not becoming an actor, or I don't know, Whitney not becoming a singer, or LeBron not becoming a basketball player, or Michael Jackson not becoming a singer, or Toni Morrison not writing, right? Or, I don't know, there's tons of people who are brilliant at what they do, and they're afraid of sharing their gifts because of what? It's going to require a lot of work and time to hone your craft. It is, but you already have all the, it's almost like somebody with all the ingredients to bake a cake, in a sense. You have all the ingredients for this particular recipe, but you don't know the exact quantities yet, right? So you may be putting in a little too much flour, or too much sugar, or too much salt, not enough spice, whatever, right? But you have all the ingredients. It's just going to take some time for you to perfect this craft. So respect yourself enough to give yourself time to hone your craft, to master one thing. One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. That's a magician. A magician has directed, concentrated focus. This is a master of his craft. He has other skills too that he's using to do this. So you have a lot of experience, you have a lot of natural abilities, a lot of natural talents, whatever, right? You have a lot of resources that you can use to do this, but give it time. Meaning, I didn't say waste time and procrastinate. I'm saying that like, take the time to perfect your voice or your message, to write this book, to write this play, right? To write your story, to start acting, to start teaching. What do you want to teach? From what perspective? What's your teaching style? Right? How will your experiences, your life experiences inform your teaching? How will your culture inform your teaching? How will your culture, your life experiences inform your writing? Put you into the situation, bring you into it. But yeah, you're like, a lot of you guys are so petrified of this. I understand. I get it. But there's no need. I'm going to do one more. This is fun for some reason. Oh, yeah. Actually, I'm going to do two more for you guys. I'm going to do an animal totem as well. We'll see. Spirit guides, more information please for the collective. What the hell? Embracing worthiness. I feel worthiness filling every cell of my body, and it feels amazing. I can be and do all at once. Balancing the brain. Spirit guides, please. Information for the collective. I am one eternal light, appearing as all. Exploring unity consciousness. So there's something about your story that's going to resonate with a lot of people. Whether you're an actor, a writer, a performer, a teacher, public speaker, motivational speaker, pastor. There's something about your story that's going to resonate with a lot of people. This is like 11th house energy, unity consciousness. Wow. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. Voice keeps coming up. Communication. Expanding your inner power. I am my most powerful when my creativity is given a voice. The voice could be, again, singing, writing, acting, public speaking, teaching, right? Let me do, because I think you guys need a healing energy oracle card. There are some insecurities here that have to be dealt with. Spirit guides, okay. More insight, please, for the collective, for this message. Vitality. This is green. This is the heart chakra. I think green is also related to the throat chakra too, because the throat chakra is ruled by Venus and Taurus, which is the color green. I'm a being of light. I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. Didn't the other deck say the same thing about regeneration, or like the cells being healed? I accept the divine energy in my body, and every one of my cells regenerates. I want to say this. If you've been experiencing health issues, if you've been experiencing health issues like depression or, digestive problems, hormonal issues, it's because you don't have a creative outlet for all of this energy you have. This is like the Ace of Wands reverse, a lack of vitality. Fire energy, fire in your belly, confidence, a sense of purpose. You have to align with your purpose. You can't just be, I want to be an actor for the sake of being an actor. No. What is the reason why you want to act? What are you trying to share with your audience? How do you want them to feel? And how are those feelings, how do those feelings resonate with your experiences? Or how do your experiences resonate with the audience? Like, you guys could have gone through a lot of stuff that can be used to inform your work. You guys could also be afraid of like accessing those emotions, which are very intense and sometimes painful. It's exhausting to be so vulnerable to people all the time. To put yourself in your work as a writer, a teacher, a performer. We'll see. Yeah. One more, please. One more, please. I am light. I always have hope. No matter the ordeal, I have faith in a better future. I turn darkness into light. Magician. Temperance card. Death card even. I open my heart to others and to God and am spiritually strong. I draw light to me and shine with all my being. The star. Being a star. Becoming a star in some way. Faithfulness. I commit to my mind, heart, and will. I am devoted. Devotion. Devotion requires concentrated effort. The Magician. A singular focus. Ritualistic practices. Saturn energy. Repetition. Discipline. Sacrifice. Maturity. Hard work. Patience. Humility, right? I trust in myself, in God, and the universe, because this is the right path. This is the right path for you. And you know this. So there could be unexpected detours or obstacles or distractions that pull you away from the distractions that you're using to avoid this particular path. So be prepared for that, okay? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If you want to order a personal reading, the link's in the description box. Look forward to your feedback. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon.